Before you spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars on a drone, there's something you should know. In 2026, the drone market is more confusing than ever. Every brand claims their drone has the best camera, the longest flight time, or the smartest features. But when you actually start comparing them, it quickly becomes difficult to figure out which one is truly worth buying. And the truth is, many people end up spending way more money than they need to simply because they choose the wrong drone for their needs. So in this video, we're going to break things down in a very simple way. We're comparing 5 of the most talked about drones right now: the DJI Mini 5 Pro, the DJI Neo, the DJI Air 3S, the Skyrover S1 Drone, and the DJI Mini 4K. These drones cover everything from beginner-friendly budget options all the way up to professional content creation tools. By the end of this video, you should have a clear idea of which drone actually makes sense for you in 2026. Let's start with one of the newest and most interesting budget options, the Skyrover S1. This drone has been getting a lot of attention because it tries to compete directly with DJI in the entry-level category. At first glance, it's pretty impressive for the price. The Skyrover S1 shoots 4K video, includes GPS stabilization, and comes with a dedicated remote controller right out of the box. For a drone that sits around the budget range, that's already a strong start. When you hold it in your hands, the build quality is surprisingly solid. It doesn't feel like a cheap toy drone. One feature that really stands out is the inclusion of forward-facing obstacle sensors along with downward sensors. This gives beginners an extra layer of protection when flying near trees or buildings. Flight time is another strong point. The Skyrover S1 can reach up to around 40 minutes on a single battery charge, which is actually longer than many drones in this price category. That extra flight time gives you more opportunities to experiment with different shots before needing to land. However, there is one important thing to keep in mind. Skyrover is still a relatively new company compared to DJI. That means the mobile app, software updates, and community support are not as mature yet. You won't find as many tutorials or user forums as you would with a DJI drone. Still, in terms of hardware value for the price, the Skyrover S1 is definitely one of the most interesting options in the budget category right now. Next up is a drone that many beginners still consider one of the safest choices, the DJI Mini 4K. DJI has been dominating the consumer drone market for years, and that experience really shows when you fly one of their drones. The Mini 4K may not have all the latest advanced features, but it does the basics extremely well. The camera records sharp 4K footage, and the stabilization is excellent. In good lighting conditions, the video looks smooth, detailed, and surprisingly cinematic. For someone buying their first drone, that kind of reliable performance is exactly what you want. The controls are also very responsive, making the drone easy to learn even if you've never flown one before. Another major advantage of the Mini 4K is the DJI ecosystem. When you buy a DJI drone, you're getting access to one of the most polished flight apps in the industry, along with thousands of tutorials and a massive online community. If you ever run into a problem or want to learn a new flying technique, chances are someone has already made a guide about it. Of course, the Mini 4K isn't perfect. Unlike some newer drones, it only has downward-facing sensors mainly used for landing assistance. That means you still need to be careful when flying near obstacles. But overall, the reliability and ease of use make it one of the best beginner drones available. Now let's talk about something completely different. The DJI Neo. This drone is designed for people who want something simple and fun rather than a traditional drone flying experience. The Neo is incredibly compact and lightweight, and it's built with propeller guards that make it more resistant to crashes. What makes this drone unique is how easy it is to use. Instead of needing a full controller setup, you can launch it directly from your palm with the press of a button. The drone can automatically track you, follow your movements, and capture footage without requiring complex controls. For vloggers, travelers, or people who want quick social media clips, this can be incredibly convenient. The Neo also includes intelligent tracking features that allow it to follow you while walking, biking, or doing other activities. This makes it perfect for capturing personal moments without needing someone else to control the drone. However, because it's so small, there are a few trade-offs. The battery life is shorter than larger drones, and the camera sensor is smaller as well. The footage is still great for social media and casual use, but it won't match the image quality of more advanced drones. Moving into the higher-end category, we have the DJI Mini 5 Pro. This is where things start to feel much more professional. One of the biggest upgrades with the Mini 5 Pro is the camera sensor. A larger sensor means the drone can capture significantly more light, which results in better color depth, improved dynamic range, and much stronger performance in low-light conditions. For example, if you're filming during sunrise or sunset, the Mini 5 Pro can capture far more detail in both the highlights and shadows compared to entry-level drones. This makes the footage look much richer and more cinematic. Another important feature is the advanced obstacle avoidance system. Unlike beginner drones that only have basic sensors, the Mini 5 Pro can detect obstacles in multiple directions. This makes flying much safer, especially when navigating through forests, buildings, or complex environments. Despite these advanced capabilities, the Mini 5 Pro still weighs under 249 grams. That's a big advantage because many countries have fewer regulations for drones under that weight limit. For travelers and content creators who want professional quality footage without carrying a large drone, this model hits a very appealing balance. Finally, we have the DJI Air 3S, which is aimed at serious creators who want maximum flexibility and image quality. One of the biggest features that sets the Air 3S apart is its dual camera system. Instead of just one lens, the drone includes both a wide-angle camera and a telephoto camera. This allows you to capture sweeping landscape shots with the wide lens, while the telephoto camera lets you zoom in and frame subjects from a distance. That kind of flexibility can dramatically improve your storytelling and composition when filming. The Air 3S also offers excellent flight time that can reach around 45 minutes in ideal conditions. Combined with its advanced obstacle avoidance system, it's designed for longer, more deliberate shooting sessions. The footage quality is outstanding, making it a favorite among travel filmmakers, real estate videographers, and professional content creators. However, this drone is noticeably larger and heavier than the Mini series. It's not something you casually carry in your pocket during a hike. It's more of a tool you bring along when you're planning a specific shoot. So when you compare all of these drones side by side, the best choice really depends on what you want to do. If you're on a tight budget and want strong hardware for the price, the Skyrover S1 is a surprisingly capable option. If you want a trusted beginner drone with strong software support, the DJI Mini 4K is still one of the safest choices. If your priority is simplicity and capturing everyday moments, the DJI Neo offers a completely different kind of experience that focuses on convenience and automatic tracking. For people who want professional-looking footage in a small, travel-friendly drone, the DJI Mini 5 Pro is probably the sweet spot. And if you're a serious content creator who wants maximum camera flexibility and longer flight sessions, the DJI Air 3S stands out as one of the best drones in its class. At the end of the day, the best drone in 2026 isn't necessarily the most expensive one. It's the one that fits the way you plan to use it. A beginner doesn't need a $1,500 drone, and a professional filmmaker might quickly outgrow a basic starter drone. So before you buy, think about what kind of shots you want to capture and how often you plan to fly. Once you understand that, choosing the right drone becomes much easier. If this video helped you understand the differences between these drones, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more honest tech comparisons. And I'd love to hear your opinion too. If you were buying a drone today, which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments.